Alright, the thing we all came here for. Cleric. Let's go. The fun part. Cleric. Class group priest. We already knew that. Primary ability is still wisdom. Clerics draw power from the realm of the gods and harness it to work miracles. True. Blessed by a deity, a pantheon, or another immortal entity, a cleric can reach out to the divine magic of the outer planes, where gods dwell, and channel that energy to bolster people and to battle foes. So we're actually saying that a cleric has to be blessed by a deity, a pantheon? Because I thought the clerics could just have faith in something and they could also get their powers. I don't know. Because their power is a divine gift, clerics typically associate themselves with temples or shrines dedicated to whatever deity or other immortal force unlocked their magical ability. True. Harnessing divine magic doesn't rely on study or training, yet a cleric might learn formulaic prayers and ancient rites that help them focus their minds and spirits on drawing power from the outer planes. Even a cleric who declines to worship their divine benefactor might perform their benefactor's rites if doing so helps the cleric feel connected to the immortal realms. Okay. Not every acolyte or officiant at a temple or shrine is a cleric. Some priests are called to a simple life of temple service, carrying out their devotion through prayers and rituals, not through magic. Some of the most influential high priests are incapable of harnessing divine magic, and a few of them feel threatened when a cleric appears. Wait, what? We're saying that a high priest doesn't have to be a cleric. Okay. I mean, I can see that, to be fair. You can always write a story where your high priest is, like, literally just a priest. I usually make my high priests, like, very powerful characters, but that's because I usually try to give my players, like, relatively easy access to resurrection magic. And then I use the resurrection rules, because that makes sense. Alright. Many can praise. Some mortals claim to speak for the gods, but few can marshal the powers of those gods the way a cleric can. It's like the weird thing, right? Like, few can marshal the powers of a god. It's like, yes, every single NPC in my world is a fucking class character, but I have like an entire army of clerics in my world, usually. Oh well. To create a cleric, consult the following lists which provide hit points, proficiencies, and armor training. If you're making a first level character, also consult the starting equipment section. And if you're using the multiclassing, see the multiclassing and cleric section. Alright. What the hell? Okay. Okay, so this is what it used to be. Because I'm assuming this is your divine intervention always succeeds. This is still the same. Holy Order. And your cleric subclass has moved to wait, are they moving? Oh shit! They're moving everything to 3, 6, 10, 14. Wait, really? Okay, so you have Channel Divinity at 1, which I think used to be at 2? Yeah. Spellcasting. Holy Order got added. Smite's undead. They've turned clerics into paladins now. Wait, what is the general ability for priests? Stewards of divine or primal magic focusing on healing, utility, and defense. So just the spellcasting, right? Because I was wondering if they were going to give druids channel divinities. Because that could be interesting. Technically, you could say you have your standard channel divinity for every single one of the three, right? For cleric, paladin, and druid. And then for druid, it's just wild shape, right? That their channel divinity is their wild shape. But druid's not in here yet, sadly enough. But, you know, that'd be an interesting idea. Channel divinity, spellcasting, holy order, clerics, smite undead, subclass feature, blessed strikes, which I think, didn't that used to be? I don't remember. Holy Order. They have 2 Holy Orders. Why do they have Holy Orders? Okay. Okay, now I'm curious. Actually, I'm going to throw up my player's handbook for a second. Go to Cleric. Because I'm curious. Because this is completely different, right? So let's look at this. So Spellcasting and Divine Domain, which is their subclass. Channel Divinity was moved from 2 to 1. But they also had a divine domain feature, but that was technically their Channel Divinity special ability. Then 3 didn't have to use any, didn't used to have anything, but Cleric subclass was moved down. Then your ability score improvement feats. Smite Undead, which comes from Destroy Undead, and then 6. Pretty much at 6, you used to be able to Channel Divinity twice, and then at 18 3 times. And then you still have your subclass at 6. They also used to have a subclass at 8, so this is just a feat now. Excuse me. And they also mentioned when your Destroy Undead increases. 7 now has Blessed Strikes. Blessed Strikes didn't used to be in here. Which is interesting. And then 10 Divine Intervention. 9. So the Holy Orders that got added, I have no idea what that is. I'm curious. Why am I stalling? I don't know. Are the spell slots the same? Out of sheer curiosity, that still seems to be exactly the same. Yeah, and number of cantrips, yeah, is exactly the same. So this part of the list, like the prepared spells per well, apart from the whole spell slots were changed thing, this didn't actually change. Okay, cool. Alright, so then look at the Cleric table. So hit points, still 1d8 per Cleric level. Hit points at first level, 8 plus your Constitution. After level 1, 1d8 or 5 plus your Cleric level, so that's still exactly the same. Proficiency, saving throws, Wisdom, and Charisma, which is the same. Skills, Persuasion, Religion, or choose 2 from History, Insight, Medicine, Persuasion, and Religion. History, Insight, Medicine, Persuasion, and Religion. So that's exactly the same. Okay. Weapons, all simple weapons is exactly the same. Tools, none. Exactly the same. Armor training, light, medium shields. I know that's exactly the same because they got heavy armor from their subclass usually. And then starting equipment at first level, you can start with the following equipment, or you can forgo and spend 110 gold pieces. So you get a priest pack. I have no idea what's in a priest pack, but I'm pretty sure that's very similar, right? Like, I mean, this here, it's just you get 110 gold pieces to buy shit. But then here, they're like chain shirt, priest pack, shield, holy symbol, mace. I'm assuming that's... I mean, that's completely different, technically. Like, for example, there's no... Like, originally, you were able to get a light crossbow. But, I mean, I think you shouldn't really look at starting equipment anymore. The one thing, of course, with like 110 gold pieces, like, what kind of armor can you buy with that? Because I think... War, and what domain are we getting for this? Wait, what's the domain that we're getting while I'm looking at this? Hold up. Oh, it's at the top. The life domain. I think life domain used to get heavy armor, right? Alright, cool. Good to know. Alright, anyway. Multiclassing. If your group uses the multiclassing rules, ability score, you need to have 13 in Wisdom. Sure. Okay, your first Cleric level, you get armor training with the following: light, medium, and shields. Add all your Cleric levels to... Yeah, so this is... Excuse me. So, add all your Cleric levels to the appropriate level from the other classes to determine your available spell slots. And you prepare spells for each of your classes individually, referring to the spell slots of a individual class to determine the number. So I'm assuming that they didn't change spellcasting, so you still have to like prepare, you know, at level 5, 4 first levels, 3 second levels, and 2 third levels then. Which, I mean, it's fine. Alright. Cleric class features. So now we get into the nitty gritty, right? Alright, let's see. Channel Divinity. You gain the ability to channel divine energy directly from the outer plane, using that energy to fuel magical effects. You start with 2 such effects: Divine Spark and Turn Undead. I don't think Divine Spark used to be a thing, which is really interesting. Because I'm pretty sure you used to only get Turn Undead. Sorry, you gain additional effects options at a higher level. You can use your Channel Divinity a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus and regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. So that is a big change. Because Channel Divinity used to be a short rest reset, I'm pretty sure. So you now get a proficiency bonus. So pretty much they're changing everything that's like short rests based to Long rest, but you get to use it a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Which, I mean, I don't know if I'm a fan of that, but then again. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, that was, because we didn't see Warlock yet, because I'm interested if they're gonna, like, for all we know, if they really want to go, like, hard with this, like, for Warlock, they'll be like, ah, yes, you can regain all your spell slots a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. It's like, oh, okay, no thank you. It would kill Coffee Lock, to be fair. That would kill Coffee Lock, that's true. Yeah, sorry, I was planning on looking at a Divine Intervention. Sorry, not Divine Intervention, Channel Divinity. Yeah, it used to be two. You used to get Channel Divinity and get 2 effects, but it used to be 1 determined by your subclass, which isn't the thing now because you only get your subclass of 3. Alright. Divine Spark is a magic action. You can point your holy symbol at another creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself and focus divine energy at them. Roll a number of d8s equal to your proficiency bonus and add the rolls together. You can either restore hit points to the creature equal to the total or force that creature to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes radiant damage equal to the total, and on a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage. So at level 1, assuming you're not fighting any undead, you're getting 2 2d8 hits, pretty much, right? Because you're either 2d8 healing, which, if you think about it, is better than fucking Cure Wounds at that level, or you're dealing damage. Which, I mean, this is honestly a pretty good ability. I'm assuming it's gonna drop off the later you go, right? And you kind of get to still, because at level 1, what did a cleric used to have at level 1? Like for like life cleric used to have a heal, but like a singular one, but it got back in a short run. Because the thing is, you got so much value off of your out of your subclass, right? Oh no, this no, your channel divinity. Oh no, yeah. As an action, you present your holy symbol and invoke healing energy to restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So you got to heal someone for 10, but that was a level 2. Level 1, you only got the fact that your healing spells were more powerful, but you had to use a spell slot for it. And now you're... I mean, to be fair, you get both the added benefit of being able to deal damage and being able to heal. I think it's a cute little ability. I still think it's going to fall off once you get to higher level spell slots, but then again, I think early on it's pretty good. Yeah, because it's going to be more damage than, like, Bonk, I'm assuming. Well, no, not necessarily. Because I'm assuming, like, if you're using a cleric, you're using a simple weapon. If you go with a strength cleric, well, would you go with a strength cleric? You'd probably go with a dex cleric, right? So you'd go short sword. Yeah, no, you'd probably get some more damage. Then again, why would you use this? You're a cleric. You're supposed to heal. Are you? I don't know. Anyway, turn undead as a magic action. Present your holy symbol. Speak a prayer. Censoring undead creatures. I don't know why this word was used, but okay. Each undead within 30 feet of you makes a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its save, it is dazed for a minute, or it takes damage, or you are incapacitated or die. While dazed in this way, the only action it can take is the dash action, and if it moves, it must end that move further. Okay, so they made a new condition called dazed, which is really interesting. Did they have dazed in the previous one already? I don't remember. It's been 3 months. Give me some slack, guys. Come on. Was dazed a thing? It should be in the glossary if it was, right? Divine spell. Dazed. You can move or take one action on your turn, not both. You also can't take a bonus action or a reaction. Wait, you can move or take one action on your turn, not both. You also can't take a bonus action or a reaction. Wait, so if that's still the same thing, we're going to see that in the glossary later, I guess. But if that's still the same thing, then this doesn't make any sense. Because the only action the creature can take is the dash action. Oh, wait! Oh, no. Oh, wait, I think I get it. Oh, what is that? I think this is... Okay. I think this is a really funky little thing. But let's look at this for a second, right? So, let's look at the channel divinity first of all. Because I want to know something quickly before I start explaining what I think I understood. But then again, that still doesn't make any sense. Because then why would you just move as an undead? God damn it. Ah, come on. It's really annoying to look through a fucking PDF of a PHP. Where's this ability? Fucking hell. Channel divinity. When you use your channel divinity, yeah, okay, so how I mostly want to know what the radius was of turn undead. It used to be 30 minutes. It used to be a wisdom save. Turns for 1 minute, that's still the same. Or it takes... Must spend its turns trying to move as far away. Can't willingly move to a space for 30 feet. Can't use reactions. For each action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action. Did they buff turn undead? They buffed turn undead. Because from the old version, Dazed said that you can't take any bonus actions. Right? I don't want to scroll down and like reveal the rest of the page yet, which is why I'm not looking at the glossary just yet. So here you can't take bonus actions. In the original, you only couldn't take reactions. Here you can't take bonus actions or reactions. And strangely enough, the way that it's worded here, the only action the creature can take is the dash action, and if it moves, it must move. Originally, I was thinking that if you just used your movement instead of the dash action, right? Because you're dazed, you can only move or dash, right? You can only use move. You can only use your movement, or you can only use your action, which is stronger than the original Channel Divinity. Because in the original Channel Divinity, you could move and dash, right? That's one. Two. Originally, what I was thinking was, what if the way that it's worded means if you move, you have to move away, but if you use your action to move, right, to dash, you can move wherever the fuck you want. But that doesn't make any sense because at that point you'd only dash, right? So, but then still, because there's two things. One, technically, this ability, excuse me, isn't saying that you can try to escape from an effect. So technically, if you turn undead a creature that is entangled, for example, with the entangle spell and restrained and therefore has no movement, it technically states that you can't... Oh, God damn it. Fuck. It technically states that you can't try to escape, which I'm hoping they'll fix. Because that would be weird, that you don't, like, try to, in your fear, escape. And also, if there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action. Is not there, so technically you can't take the dodge action. Then again, I don't know how often that would come up. But, yeah, I think they buffed. If Daze still works the same way that it does in the last glossary, then that actually does mean that it's a buff. It's not 100% a buff, though, right? Because here it does say, I did just realize that, until it takes any damage, that was a thing. But now if you are incapacitated or you die, the effect also stops. So technically, that was not in the original ability. So you don't have to concentrate on it, but you do have to be awake, quote unquote, to do this. So there's counterplay to this. Let me put it like that. Right? Where originally you were able to take out every single zombie individually. Now, if you take out one of the zombies and it's a tougher one, or like a ghoul or something, that ghoul moves up to the cleric, kind of like paralyzes the cleric, then all the others are free. So, yeah, it's. I still think it's a decent buff, but yeah.